churl, Billy churl, silly Billy.
Good morning, Dunyarzad!
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can... Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies?
Not much if...
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also...
Huh?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck! Paimon's not really interested in the...
Wait.
What? She was right about...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? This seems kinda sketchy. What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's, what about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received... It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the... As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going...
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead, I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feather.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use... Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. And the Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's the moon, illusions, and lies. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done... I can't... That should be it.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a...
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them.
Let's think about our current situation. To save and to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have... Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more...
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your...
He...
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from...
To put it another way, if you really...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to date.
He actually has a point. Is that... True. It's so... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you better understand?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys... What you just said... Are you...
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall...
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and...
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility at this time of day...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And... The moon, illusions, and lies. My mind feels exhausted even though I haven't done... People in Sumeru don't dream.
Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before. Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick...
thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and...
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here.
Her condition's really bad, and she's
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zeros... So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the sub...
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule?
The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
So, this Nahi...
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation..."
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from... Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also...
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically... This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest genius...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing some...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose.
Nahida remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never... The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
What?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at...
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to fight...
You're saying that, although you don't remember using it, your body...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey! What kind of an answer is...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way... How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole...
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why
it's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day.
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still... In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that...
Paimon thought the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon's flattered and everything, but...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two were... In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that?
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And the moon, illusions, and lies. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already... But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyrocrystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't
Well, you're still getting used to your new...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar and...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brain...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to the...
Yes, your memory's being erased.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then... It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of... Whew, hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deleted? But, yep, that's true. So, can we think strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because... How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten some...
You're back early today. Did you find something?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned...
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome... But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be...
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your...
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have listened to it and you'll...
Can't go back! There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memory. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the...
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormo.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in it.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we... This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's help... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon? But... What if things get really... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back back as soon as possible. Just, and please. Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were...
Paimon, calm down. She's here now.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day. Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most...
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what... I see.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely... It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to... Well... Okay. You want...
Yep! Now we're talking!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee that you...
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about... Okay. See... That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive...
Okay. Now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival and... I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather...
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. We only received it...
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other. And now, behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the
message.
After the beep, Traveler said, even the...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have...
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real... That doesn't sound... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at this... That doesn't sound...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That... Hey! Where are you... Go!
Huh? Phew! Hup!
Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunya?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's...
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you to... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zeros exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first up...
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeros festival many times. That doesn't... We've already experienced the Sub-Zeros festival many times. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to That doesn't sound... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the... That doesn't... The moon, illusions, and lies. That doesn't sound... People in Sumeru don't dream. I can't... in a dream. It isn't that the people of...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why... Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha... The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to...
That doesn't sound...
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of...
So in other words, the complete Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one... The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. That doesn't sound right. Those spaces kept disappearing, but those dreamscapes kept vanishing. I can't seem...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzeruz festival along with everyone else. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. And people wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz festival.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha...
Very good, Paimon. Using a noun...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals.
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about lesser...
Yes, those can wait until we're back. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible... That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have all... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't... That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz festival, they...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but could...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's... Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sabzeruz...
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. Traveler, do you have it?
Those spaces remind me of... That doesn't... Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of an... That doesn't... Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god.
Celebrate the birth of... Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind a...
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not complete. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and...
But personality-wise, she's not...
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one... I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way... I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I would...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real art...
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must...
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can... That means this...
So...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here... Which means, with the power of imagination, they...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive, like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be... And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make... After all, like you said, don't wake us...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, as for me... they're...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of
Paimon's still a little... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept... But... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see... Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is this... Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard.
An experiment? That came out of no...
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that...
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers...
So, you have a...
Oh, is it that? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda... Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnap... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
A new order guide you. Stabilize.
Into the wind.
Rain Cutter! Rain outlines your fate.
Knee.
That's close enough.
Cross over!
Solidify.
Clouds high. The birds call.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces with... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much... Should we open? Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing for the she must have wanted to give this to us as a... If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even... Hey! Where are you off to now? With the wind. It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How did things turn out like...
Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't... So they're just
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers?
Yeah. What's going... huh? You guys are acting weird.
Hey! They disappeared! So most. Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and so when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the... How should we make Nilu realize...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all... Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru's...
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for... Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was... the Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What did you...
Phew!
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw...